Like, man, all that working out, like it's home workouts. So I'm saying, shout out to there's one it's mixed race American fella, right? He's African American, but he's mixed race. But he used to do this home workout video when I was like a teenager. I used to fuck with them videos, man. I used to like watch the guy, man. He'd be like doing like all this like little like claps and shit, like like jumping off, like they're not jumping off. Listen to the push-ups, he'd be like doing double claps and shit, like one behind. And I was like, this man's a Superman. I'm saying, but my time, my culture, man. Yeah, so just made it a daily thing to post content, innit? I'm saying, shout out to Elliot Holes. His content's great. It's good. I'm saying, I grew up on that shit, man. I'm saying he had a channel called Strength Camp, and he's probably possibly still does. I'm saying, but I just post content for my channel, my culture, man. There was so much defamation on my name. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you know what? I'm saying, let's have some donuts. Hey man, I had to get some donuts. You know what I'm saying? Because why not? Let's have some donuts. Let's eat some donuts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me just break it down to you, my trauma culture, man. So there was so much bullshit that was going on my name, I was like years, but this has been going on for years. I was thinking, you know what, like, what am I gonna do? Then I kind of realized, man, like there was like a phase where I was literally out there trying to tell. It was always about trying to create this narrative about who Brown was. I was a little bit wild, you know what I'm saying? But got to a point where I'm like, man, people can say something about me, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Reputation over character, you know what I'm saying? I mean, reputation is temporary, you know what I'm saying? Because each person that you meet, it's what, like, I've learned over time that each person that you meet, right? Reputation versus character, right? Each person that you meet might have a reputation of who they think you are. It's based from their peripheral, their vision of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Versus character, because people, man, your reputation, look, you can go to like 10 different stores or hotels or whatnot, right? Your reputation is based on how they perceive you, like how they see you. You know what? He's from this, his skin color is this, he talk like this, blah blah blah. That's your reputation. That's who you are, based on their perspective, based on their peripheral of who they think you are. You know what I'm saying? Based on what they think about who you are, based on how you look, how you dress. You know what I'm saying? Versus your character. So reputation can be temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like people's gonna see how they want to see you, but character is different because character is who you really are. Versus so throughout this whole defamation bullshit of like people trying to be like, oh, we're not brown. I'm like, hey man, like it's like this. If you're so solid with who you are, like, you don't have to go out there trying to prove nothing to nobody. And I think we live in a society where people are so vain, and everything's based on face value. And I gotta tell you, man, sometimes you gotta just realize that life is temporary, man. I mean, that's what I said in my other video. Like, I went and asked this person in their 70s, 80s, like, what's your one big regret? And they were like to me, and I was like, it was like a personal conversation, right? And I asked them, like, what's your one big regret that you have, like, with your life? Like, you're in your 80s or 70s, right? They're like, we gave too much of a fuck about, what people thought about, them. They gave too much of a fuck about what people thought about them. Sometimes you just gotta let people think what they want to think, bro. You can't change people, do you know what I'm saying? I think it's all about, self-education, man. It's all about self-education and just knowing, I tell my coach, it's about knowing your worth, you know what I'm saying? In the face of adversity, in the face of like slander, defamation, people's bullshitters on you, right? You gotta just remain solid and be able to, know your self-worth, you know what I'm saying? That's why I talk about this, like, in my other videos. It's about, figuring you out. And I was just in the bus just now chatting to a man from Grenada, from the Caribbean. He asked me where you're from. I was like, I'm from Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, do you know what I'm saying? Well, my family is, you know what I'm saying? And he said he's from Grenada, but he's like way older than me, do you know what I'm saying? I just finished my 20s. And So I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, man, life, blah, blah. We had a bit of a conversation, right? I don't know, you know, he goes, so then I told him, I was like, look, listen, if you want to know about yourself, if you want to know you know, go like study your ancestors, your roots, blah, blah, blah. But if you want to know about, you know, your character, who you really are, you want to know all of that bullshit, go study the world, go study other people's culture. How they come to be, I'm saying, like, you know, especially like, you know, people don't know where Sri Lanka is. He was like, where is Sri Lanka? I was like, he's in Southeast Asia, man. So he's like, are you from like, they thought I was from like some parts of Africa, and I was like, man, shout out to Africa. We started having a bit of a conversation about Egypt, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm really fascinated about the Egyptian mythology, man. I fuck with Egypt, man. I want to go to Egypt, you know what I'm saying? There's one country I definitely visit in a lifetime, man. I'm saying, go to the pyramids and see Pyramid of Giza, you know what I'm saying? Egypt, man, has a lot of rich history, man. I'm saying, I fuck with Egypt, man. One day I'm gonna go to Egypt, man. I'm saying, let's get it.